Over 2,500 years ago, the Chinese general and philosopher Sun Tzu wrote The Art of War, a classic treatise on military strategy and tactics. Despite its age, the book remains one of the most influential texts in history, shaping thinking in business, sports, politics, and leadership. It has been translated into countless languages and studied by leaders such as Napoleon, Mao Zedong, and General Douglas MacArthur. Why? Because its principles are timeless, focusing on planning, adaptability, intelligence, and decisive action. In this video, we'll explore the first 4 chapters of The Art of War and apply their teachings to cloud infrastructure, specifically Microsoft Azure. Just as Sun Tzu's wisdom guided armies to victory, these same strategies can help us achieve success in the cloud. In Chapter 1, Laying Plans, Sun Tzu said, "The general who wins a battle makes many calculations in his temple before the battle is fought." What this tells us is that victory starts long before the battle. In Azure, this means detailed planning and assessment. By using Azure Migrate, we can assess and plan migrations for on-prem workloads, SQL Server, .NET applications, and more. We can also map out their dependencies, address their remediation needs, and optimize workloads in advance. This can really help ensure migrations are smooth and low risk. And with the Azure pricing calculator, we can estimate costs upfront to share with stakeholders to make informed financial decisions. In Chapter 2, Waging War, Sun Tzu said, "If victory is long in coming, the men's weapons will grow dull and their ardor will be dampened." He also wrote, "There is no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare." What this tells us is that prolonged battles drain morale and resources. The same applies to cloud projects that drag on without efficiency. In Azure, we avoid this by being decisive. We can commit to reserved instances for predictable workloads with savings that range from 30 to 50% on compute costs. We can use Spot VMs for short-lived tasks. These take advantage of Azure's unused capacity at a significant discount, making them ideal for batch jobs, dev test environments, or even rendering workloads. For visibility, tools like Calibrate can highlight overutilized and underutilized resources, ensuring our environment is always right-sized. With swift, decisive action backed by planning and intelligent sizing, we can prevent waste and keep momentum strong. In Chapter 3, Attack by Stratagem, Sun Tzu said, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." What this tells us is that the best victories are the ones where conflict never arises. In Azure, this means preventing inefficiencies and compliance issues before they escalate. Azure Policy can enforce compliance across subscriptions, ensuring every resource deployed meets your stringent security and governance requirements. Virtual machine scale sets provide intelligent auto-scaling, automatically adjusting resources to match demand and avoid over-provisioning. And with Nerdio Manager for MSP, you can build on this by adding advanced scaling logic, shutting down idle resources, starting machines only when needed, and aligning consumption with actual usage. So by combining policy enforcement with intelligent scaling and automation, we avoid unnecessary firefights and achieve compliance, efficiency, and cost savings without manual intervention. This is really how we win in Azure without fighting. In Chapter 4, Tactical Dispositions, Sun Tzu wrote, "To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself." What this tells us is that it's all about positioning. In Azure, it's about building a fortress of security, following the Zero Trust framework while letting attackers expose themselves. And with Microsoft Sentinel, we gather threat intelligence and turn attempted breaches into opportunities for resilience. Sentinel empowers analysts to anticipate and stop attacks across platforms faster and with greater precision. Using its SOAR capabilities, we can automate common responses and orchestrate security operations at scale. So having the right security architecture, proactive monitoring, and intelligent automation in place makes defeat nearly impossible. We're not only defending, we're learning, adapting, and transforming every attempted attack into an advantage. From the battlefields of ancient China to the data centers of today, Sun Tzu's wisdom still applies. Success belongs to those who plan carefully, act decisively, and adapt intelligently. By applying these first 4 chapters of The Art of War to Microsoft Azure, we can transform challenges into victories, achieving resilience, efficiency, and long-term success in the cloud.